prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Giants.
What's up?
Teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go, set. In motion goes the tight end. Play action now. Dart sliding out of the pocket. 6 yards there off the scramble.
Good line. Oh.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Dart. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
All right. See how we going to start this.
Jackson and the Ravens come up with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
This may not be a good decision, but I figured that wouldn't be a good decision.
And he is swallowed at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
Yes, sir.
It's down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now it's Jackson.
Damn it.
Man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for
Let's go.
touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 35 yards. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Dart.
Good hit.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing. Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors.
Ooh, that was good. That was a good one. I ain't even gonna hold you.
He's short by
I definitely thought I had that hit.
4th and inches. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
On the jump.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know we can stop that one.
In great shape. First down carry for Henry. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Oh, just a desperation heave there. And
Dang, this man threw it in his hand. In his hand.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their
That's crazy.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Throwing his dart. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cowboy 80, 79 Broncos. Go.
Now Dart. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That is the big fella, Namdi Matabike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Well, 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the back.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
That was a bad throw.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And now this is
interception. I didn't think I was going to get. Oh, that was good.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
All right.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right.
Let's go.
End zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
By Trenton Simpson. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Dart to throw on fourth down. That's complete. They only needed a few.
I ain't about to expect that.
Moments there, but they do convert on fourth. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Almost.
Kind of surprising to see a defender of this caliber let it get away it does, and it's second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Adafe Oweh. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw now, Dart. Gonna let one fly to Robinson. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
I should have knew Madden to pick that play.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, who 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 9. Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Okay, wow.
But not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
A catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Paulson.
Why the hell did they catch that? That's crazy.
A couple of yards shy of midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And boy, this defense again really...
I think he quitting. Is he quitting? Let me know.
Making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Wilson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this pass broken up.
Let's go.
Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
Good interception.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And oh my goodness.
Jackson, you're non-throwing South, man. What?
And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little
I don't even understand how they even went like that.
I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picking out
Hey, yo.
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. That's caught inside.
Good catch. That was a good catch. I ain't gonna hold.
He's in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. Here's Wilson. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Yes, I'm
They're going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here.
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
How about about some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that,
Andrew, I can't believe that just happened.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland.
I thought the Flowers.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
Good catch, Andrews.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
Flush to his right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Henry up the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down at the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Less than a yard.
Go. 180. 180.
They'll run again. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Certainly not the highest of scoring.
Easy, brother.
Did some okay things, not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.